Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Thursday the 22nd of February 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves we need to be aware of. I'll just flag a few points here. Firstly, euro dollar trading sub 123, 122.79 the euro against the dollar shortly before we went live with the video, bringing a weekly loss for the euro to around 1.82%, and we'll look at some of the reasons behind that momentarily. Dollar yen 107.36, the yen pushing back somewhat against the dollar, gaining 0.2% overnight, with the dollar itself trading above 90, that key psychological round number as far as dollar index is concerned, 90.10 the dollar. And as I said, we'll catch up with some of the reasons why the dollar's improved momentarily. For now though, we'll look at the world of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, Ether and Ripple all having a good morning and all up by more than 3% shortly before we recorded the video. Right, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. A pretty busy calendar. We've already had a couple of early morning central bank speeches out of the States, and to come we will have consumer price index data from France, year-on-year data for February. That'll be followed by industrial production numbers for Q4 out of Switzerland, and then at 9 a.m. GMT, the influential IFO Business Climate Survey, looking at the current business climate and expectations moving forward in the German economy. Then at 9:30, a big number for the UK, GDP Q4 numbers, a preliminary read but nonetheless a clear indication of how the UK performed in the run-up to the end of 2017. Then at 12:30, the release of ECB monetary policy meeting accounts, and those of you that are technically minded will perhaps be poring over those to look at how the EU's or the ECB's QE program is progressing, I should say. 13:30, it's a Thursday, so it's continuing jobless claims and initial jobless claims out of the USA. Perhaps the more important number coming out at that time is retail sales in Canada, and those numbers are for December. Of course, all eyes on the Bank of Canada to see which way it will move next with interest rates, and retail sales will feed directly into that calculation. 1500, the first of another round of central bank speakers, kicked off by the Fed's William Dudley, and then at 17:10 FOMC member Bostic is to speak, and at 20:30 FOMC member Kaplan will be giving us the benefit of his thoughts. 23:30, the end of the day, and we shall see CPI data for January out of Japan. Right, breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, US equities sold off into the close, and they really did give back all their gains they made earlier in the day, and did so quite quickly in the last half an hour or so of trade. And the reason for that was quite simply this: the FOMC Fed minutes were inconclusive, but overall the market took the view that US interest rates will rise and will rise soon. And then some interesting data that came out of China post the New Year holiday, and it seems that more than 800 million people use Tencent's technology to send gifts of money home to loved ones electronically over the Chinese New Year. Quite stunning the reach that Tencent has, and the sheer number of people that are involved when people get to grips with an old tradition and a new method of doing things. Right, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day, and why not think about this? After the release of the FOMC minutes last night, Fed funds futures traders voted with their feet, backing an increased likelihood of a March 21st rate rise in the US, moving from an 81.7% chance prior to the Fed minutes to an 84.5% chance after their release. But were they right to do so is the question I'll ask here. And I say that because, as I said, I thought the language in the release was inconclusive. We have a new Fed chair. Will he choose to move, Jerome Powell that is, will he choose to move and raise rates at his first meeting in charge on the 21st of March? I'm not so sure, but the market seems to think that's the case. One for us to watch and ponder. Right, thank you for watching the video. It's time to read the risk warning. If you have any doubts about the suitability of CFDs or trading foreign exchange or margin and the risks involved, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative.